Digital Switzerland ultimately, if you want, is supporting initiatives that put digitalization at the center. And that's the case here. It's some sort of a entrepreneurship in terms of the importance of digitalization for corporates and larger SMEs becoming more and more important. That's one of the reasons and one of the objectives we follow up to. And the other one is also that international exchange, which I would foster here as well. I understand we have about 17 different nationalities here, which is great and helps to improve the understanding. And the third one is maybe that the collaboration and cooperation ultimately as well between the corporates and the startup community needs to be improved as well. I mean, you're right, Switzerland is doing well, is among the probably top 5 or top 6 countries. One should never forget that other companies, other countries are picking up, are improving. So to keep the same ranking is already includes some work to be done. To improve is our objective at the end of the day. That's why we have Digital Switzerland as one of the most prominent platforms of the industry, of corporates, but also educational institutions, also political institutions that have ultimately one objective: to improve that ranking. And we believe we can only do it by not just talking about it, but rather doing it, implementing concrete steps, concrete projects where we are addressing certain issues or certain challenges which exist, and at the same time make sure that the public is being part of that as well. Just regular human beings in this country of any sort and form that are involved in this process as well, accept that digitalization is a topic that is here, needs to be accepted, and that we can draw a lot of positive energy out of it. We have I would say at the end of the day, we try to be as specific and as concrete as possible with everything we do. But our probably most important and most prominent, we call it the flagship project, is our Digital Day, where we had the privilege to reach about 2 million people last time. This is about the fourth of the whole country inhabitants, be it online, be it physically. We had 12 different locations. The previous year we had 14 different locations. So this becomes some sort of a movement. We have other concrete examples, such as the lifelong learning, where we all of a sudden realized that a lot of people are kind of positive vis-a-vis the digitalization. They also realize that they need to change maybe something in their professional expertise, in their professional know-how and competency, but don't know exactly how to do that. That is one part of the topic. And the other part is that a lot of companies are prepared to support their employees in improving their competencies. And to bring these two needs together, we started this lifelong learning campaign where we reached over 500,000 people, employees. We came up with what we call the pledge. That pledge basically suggested that a company that signed on the pledge is committed to come up with whatever they want to come up with in terms of improving the learning. So in that respect was again very concrete. Switzerland is in a lot of surveys is very even more at the top when it comes to innovation. And I think it is very important to keep up an environment where innovation is fostered to its best. That the frame that goes around the whole economical environment is so that innovation can be done, is supported by any means, and this is not just dealing with digital innovation, it's innovation in general. Do that in a sustainable way year after year. Be courageous, have a lot of courage, entrepreneurial courage. Make sure that investments, venture capital is attractive, or is attracted here to Switzerland. So these are a couple of things that are very important to keep up the innovation in Switzerland very strong. When it comes to Switzerland, and you know Switzerland, and I know Switzerland very well, being a Swiss citizen, we are rather conservative. We are not that much risk-minded, generally speaking. So the digitalization helps us, I think, at the end of the day, to be very courageous, to be open, to be transparent, to do experiments, which is not everybody's darling. Because when you do an experiment, it may fail. You accept failure. That's okay. So you fix the failure, stand up, go again. That's what the US is doing really greatly. And we believe that some of the spirit the US is in the Silicon Valley and other areas living up to is some sort of a role model in that respect. And I think that is important for Switzerland to adopt that as well in the future.